Akabo wa akatu. This is Daku, and today I want to share with you a self-assessment that we came up with to help you determine whether you're living a liberation lifestyle or a slave lifestyle. Before we go any further, we must explain our terms. Now, a liberation lifestyle is based on independence. In order to be independent, you must be primarily or only dependent on self and kind. If you're living a slave lifestyle, you are dependent primarily on other groups. Now, we could have picked any category, but we picked these 7 categories randomly to help you determine what type of lifestyle you're living. At the end of the assessment, you'll understand how to go about selecting your own categories and further determining what type of lifestyle you're living. Now, the directions are as follows. Read the question associated with each category. Select the multiple choice number that best suits you. And after you have answered all questions, add all the numbers you selected. All right. Category number 1 is food. How do I or my group obtain food? Do we produce or grow it? Do we take it or do we buy it? Now, when we're talking about our group, we're not talking about the entire black race. We're not talking about all Africans. We're talking about you, your family, or maybe a little group that you associate with. Category number 2 is water. How do I or my group obtain water? Do I collect or purify rainwater? Do we take it or do we purchase it? Category number 3 is shelter. How do I or my group acquire shelter? Do we 1, build it, 2, take it, 3, buy it, 4, lease it or rent it, or 5, beg for it? Category number 4 is work. How much time per week do I work in the interest of black liberation? 1, 40 hours, 2, 30 hours, 3, 20 hours, or 4, 10 hours or less. Category number 5 is knowledge and education. What's the source of my knowledge and education? Is it the observation of nature? Is it 2, black elders and teachers? Or is it 3, the institutions of others? Category number 6 is religion. I'm spiritual or non-religious. Or I'm 2, I practice indigenous traditional religion or the religion of my homeland. Or 3, I practice the religion of the land in which I live. Category number 7 is law. Number 1, I practice natural law or am exempt from the law. Number 2, I am sovereign. Number 3, I abide by the law of the land less than 50% of the time. Or number 4, I abide by the law of the land more than 50% of the time. Now, in order to come up with the assessment results, you need to add all the numbers that you selected. Out of 25 possible points, if you have 12 or less points, this equals a lifestyle of liberation. If you have 13 or more points, you have or are living a lifestyle of slavery. Now, this assessment was not meant to offend anyone. It's simply an assessment so you can be honest with yourself about where you are and where you need to be moving towards. This has been Daku Akabo wa Akatu.